Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe it. That would be a kind of a motivation for me to post more videos. Today is a video about Azure SQL, primarily how a SQL Server can be used on Azure. And Microsoft has done a great job in ensuring that SQL Server not only we can use it on premises, but also it is available in different offerings on Azure. So let's go through the different offerings which Azure provides in terms of a SQL Server. The There are different flavors that would be coming within Azure SQL as a service model. The first of them is a SQL Server on Azure virtual machines. This is primarily best for rehosting and apps requiring OS level access and control. So primarily what you are trying to do is you are trying to manage a virtual machine, not in your premises, rather on Azure Cloud. And you are going to manage the OS level access. You have everything. It's primarily a infrastructure as a service model where you have a full control over the machine. You can load SQL Server. You can do have a full-fledged control over the SQL Server model also. And in fact, this kind of a flavor is very helpful to the people who want to just go for a lift and shift. So they have some SQL Server running on VMs within their network or on premises, and they want to just pull that out and push it onto the Azure, that is onto the cloud. But they just want to have the full control over the SQL Server as well as the machines. So that is the first flavor through which we can run SQL Server on Azure virtual machines. The second one is the Azure SQL Managed Instance, also called as Azure SQL MI. This is best for modernizing existing applications, and it's possibly a combination of somewhat infrastructure as a service, I would say, and the benefits of PaaS, that is platform as a service model. Now, Azure SQL Managed Instance, if we really want to use and want to differentiate between the other third flavor, which we'll discuss, is primarily where you want to have SQL Server agent services running around. You have a native VNet support also. So somewhat infrastructure and network is managed by Azure, and rest of the server like a SQL server, you have a control for that. So it's a kind of a blend of infrastructure as a service, something coming from there, and then also as a platform as a service model. So if we want, typically with the SQL Server agent services, you want all those services where you could host certain jobs and other things. Azure SQL Managed Instance is the actual flavor we should go. And the last one in which the Azure offers SQL Server is the Azure SQL Database. This is best for building up new applications in the cloud. So it is a kind of a pre-provisioned or serverless compute and hyperscale storage to meet demanding workload requirements. So it means you are primarily not managing any server, you are not managing any even SQL server. It's a kind of a Azure SQL database, a PaaS service, which is offered to you. And you can host different types of database. You could host a general purpose or a business critical or a mission critical database based upon your requirements. And this is primarily a serverless compute where you could host some kind of a vCore based or some kind of a elastic methodology to where the requirements are not very clear or the usage is not very clear. So these are the three flavors by which you could host SQL Server on Azure Cloud platform. And if we primarily want to go with the lift and shift, I think so infrastructure as a service would be the best possible way. Azure SQL Managed Instance and Azure SQL Database is primarily a serverless kind of a compute, which is like a platform as a service model. You are abstracted from the hardware and other necessary details, and then you can just like use your database, and it provides all the compatibility levels. Even if you have a SQL Server 2018 or 2016 or let's say 17 running around, you could just push in that SQL Server and move it onto Azure SQL Database with certain other options. So I hope guys, this video gives you a clarity on how Azure provides you a SQL Server on its cloud infrastructure in 3 different flavors. I'll be coming up with more videos on Azure SQL and SQL Server, as I've been already posting it around. Thank you guys for watching this, and please do subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Thank you. Bye.